Greetings, warriors and enthusiasts of the Warhammer universe. I, Karl Franz, Emperor of the Empire, stand before you to deliver a comprehensive review of Total War, Warhammer 3, the highly anticipated culmination of this monumental trilogy. However, I must express my regret that some of the promises made by Creative Assembly have failed to live up to the lofty expectations that were set before them. One aspect that has caused disappointment is the siege rework. Regrettably, the implementation of a tower defense minigame within sieges has fallen flat on its face. This addition detracts from the strategic depth that we had eagerly anticipated, resulting in an experience that feels lacking and frustrating. It pains me to witness such potential squandered due to poor design choices. Furthermore, the introduction of new races in Warhammer 3 has left much to be desired. While some factions show promise, overall, they fail to match the depth and allure of their predecessors in Warhammer 1 and 2. The designs of these new additions lack the grandeur and intricacy that we have come to expect from the Warhammer universe. Even Grand Cathay, with its potential, still suffers from its own share of issues that hinder its full realization. The issue of DLC practices is another concern that cannot be overlooked. It is disheartening to witness the continuation of paid content for blood effects, which should be an integral part of the game. Furthermore, the decision to exclude the ogres from the base game and offer them only as a pre-order bonus is an unfortunate misstep. Such practices undermine the integrity of the game and betray the trust of loyal fans. However, in the face of these disappointments, let us not lose sight of the positives that Total War Warhammer 3 has to offer. The foundation laid by its predecessors remains strong, providing a vast and immersive experience that is steeped in the rich lore of the Warhammer universe. The battles, though not without their flaws, still offer moments of epic scale and excitement. As warriors and fans, we must remember that our voices matter. Let us unite and call upon Creative Assembly to listen to our concerns, to address the shortcomings, and to strive for improvement. We have witnessed the potential of this trilogy, and we must not allow it to be diminished by missteps along the way. Delving into the mess that is the Realms of Chaos, a section of the game that regrettably falls far short of its potential, leaving us yearning for more. Let us not mince words, my comrades. The Realms of Chaos, the first part of this grand game, suffer from severe design flaws, imbalanced gameplay, and an overall sense of tedium. It pains me to admit that engaging with this portion feels more like a chore than an exhilarating journey that captivates and immerses players. One of the most prominent issues lies in the storytelling department. The narrative delivery, alas, lacks the finesse and creativity that we have come to expect from Creative Assembly. The reuse of numerous scenes and lines of dialogue across different campaigns undermines the sense of immersion, offering little in the way of fresh experiences. It is disheartening to witness a lack of originality, leaving us yearning for more unique content that truly reflects the vastness and intricacy of the Warhammer world. Alas, the mechanical aspects of the Realms of Chaos contribute further to our discontent. The mandatory battles that occur every 30 turns prove to be an exercise in frustration. These encounters, devoid of purpose or strategic significance, force us to send our finest armies into meaningless conflicts, only to be left waiting for countless turns before progress can resume. The negative trait inflicted upon our faction exacerbates the frustration, as it takes an unjust amount of time to rectify. This not only hampers our progression, but also dampens our enjoyment of the game. To compound matters, the portals that materialize at predetermined intervals only serve to aggravate and annoy. Instead of providing depth and challenge, these portals become sources of unwelcome irritation. Moreover, to evade them, we are compelled to sacrifice precious building slots in each province, a disappointing compromise that restricts our strategic choices and curtails the potential for expansive and diverse development. Alas, even the adversaries we encounter within the Realms of Chaos fail to present a meaningful challenge. Regardless of the difficulty level selected, these factions prove feeble and lackluster, especially for seasoned players who have honed their skills and mastered the intricacies of the game. This lack of formidable opposition diminishes the satisfaction derived from victories and dampens the thrill of engaging in epic battles. Moreover, the special story battles, which should serve as climactic moments of excitement and enthrallment, fall disappointingly short. These encounters, regrettably, drag on for prolonged durations, devoid of the exhilaration and strategic depth we crave. Instead of leaving us thirsting for more, they become laborious and monotonous, lacking the engaging gameplay that brings joy to our hearts. It is for these reasons that Warhammer 3's fanbase collapsed almost immediately after launch, only being rescued, even then not fully, by the arrival of Immortal Empires. I think that for all our sakes that Realms of Chaos is best ignored from now on, by both fans and Creative Assembly itself. It's nothing short of a farce that they continued making content for it, especially with the Chaos Dwarves DLC that features many of the same boring, tedious battles. As for Immortal Empires, its initial release, following the unfortunate Realms of Chaos, arrived as an incomplete vision, akin to an early access game. This rushed version of the game left much to be desired, plagued by a myriad of issues that hindered the overall experience. From technical bugs to broken mechanics, it was a disappointment that failed to meet the lofty expectations of an eager player base. Even after a subsequent release, a span of 6 long months, the game continued to wrestle with severe issues. The persistence of bugs, imbalanced gameplay, problematic siege mechanics, and ineffective systems cast a shadow over the Immortal Empires, tarnishing the experience for many. It is disheartening to witness such issues persist, as they hinder the immersion and enjoyment we seek within the Warhammer universe. Furthermore, the Immortal Empires section reveals the glaring inadequacies of the initial races introduced in the Realms of Chaos. When compared to the races featured in Warhammer 2, which boast superior design and strategic depth, or the factions that underwent significant reworks, such as the Greenskins, the discrepancies become painfully evident. This imbalance detracts from the overall experience, leaving certain older races, like the Dwarves and Empire, in a state of vulnerability and disadvantage. However, we hold on to hope, for both factions are slated to receive major DLC in the future, bringing with them the promise of reworks and fixes to reignite our enthusiasm. One cannot ignore the vexing presence of the climate mechanic within Total War, Warhammer 3. This mechanic, while attempting to add depth and complexity, often ends up restricting players' freedom in exploring the vast Warhammer world. The limitations it imposes on campaign options stifle creativity and strategic choices, leading to a sense of frustration among many eager to fully immerse themselves in the richness of this fantastical universe. A more flexible and immersive experience in this regard would undoubtedly enhance our enjoyment. Moreover, let us not forget the persistent issue of sieges, which continues to cast a shadow over the game. The frequency of these encounters is disheartening, amplifying the frustrations and limitations faced by players. It is regrettable that such an essential aspect of the game falls short of expectations, diminishing the satisfaction derived from conquering fortified settlements. A more refined and engaging siege experience would undoubtedly elevate the Immortal Empires section to new heights. Yet, in the face of these challenges, we must also recognize the grandeur and ambition of Total War, Warhammer 3. Flawed as it may be, it remains the largest and most ambitious offering within the Total War series to date. For all its problems, it still holds the distinction of being the most captivating and enjoyable game in the series at this very moment. It is a testament to the developers' dedication and the boundless potential that lies within the Warhammer universe. As passionate fans of this legendary franchise, we stand at a crucial juncture, pondering the future endeavors of Creative Assembly. While previous releases since Warhammer the 1st of May have fallen short of expectations, it is essential that we remain hopeful and open-minded. Total War. Pharaoh, though it may not immediately capture our collective imagination, may yet surprise us with its unique offerings and innovative gameplay. Or it may fall flat on its face like Troy or Three Kingdoms. As a community, it is our solemn duty to provide constructive feedback, voicing our concerns and inspiring the developers to rise above past missteps, ultimately delivering future games that encapsulate the true essence of the Warhammer universe. In conclusion, Total War. Warhammer 3 emerges as a flawed masterpiece, bearing the scars of its troubled beginnings. The tumultuous launch with the Realms of Chaos left the player base fractured, only to be rescued by the developers' hasty release of the Immortal Empires section. It is a game that teeters between moments of exhilaration and moments of frustration. Yet, for all its faults, it is undeniably the pinnacle of the series, offering an unparalleled experience within the Warhammer universe. May Sigmar's light guide us through the darkness of uncertainty, and may Creative Assembly, with our unwavering support, seize the opportunity to shape a future that surpasses all expectations.